Hello, hello, hello. I warmly welcome you back to this presentation. I trust that you're doing well. Thank you for joining me again. A quiet voice. Every group, community, team that we find ourselves, whether it's within the family or outside of it, there's always that quiet voice. So I'm referring to that person or people who are not the dominant voice. These voices don't tend to speak much. Such folks tend to do more listening. So in a group, they speak less. They're very patient. They listen more. They're not really very forceful. The quiet voice does not have the boisterous, outgoing personality. They might in certain cases, but not a lot. But they're not forceful. The quiet person or that person who doesn't speak so much will share when they get the chance to, but they will wait patiently. They're very good at waiting for their turn. They will ask clarifying questions. The quiet person tends to take to criticisms better than others. They have learned to not waste time arguing, but to say or share what they think is the truth, their facts, and leave it at that. Such folks have learned to not speak on top of their voices, as in shout or be the loudest voice in the group, just because sometimes there are certain people who think that when they're loudest, they're winning or they're speaking the facts, as we see here all the time on social media with these people who are arguing for whatever cause or belief. Those people don't shout. As they try to present themselves, they do it carefully through paying attention so that they can understand what's going on or what has been said, and they would respond if it is required. The quiet voice doesn't just speak to be heard. They speak when it is necessary and it is going to be beneficial to everyone who's listening. The quiet voices are those who give a healthy balance that makes life bearable in the world. Because in today's world, it is crazy out there. Since the break of 7th October 2023, we have all witnessed how those who are the most ignorant, ill-informed, uneducated, people with no exposure have the loudest voice. They tend to be very cocky and speak as if they know everything just because they're on the university of social media, listening to lies, fables, propaganda, and they got brainwashed and they speak the loudest. That quiet voice gives us the peace, tranquility that we need in the world. Instead of the cacophony of the irritating noise from all those unintelligent speakers, characters that are around us, the quiet voice makes us to know and see that it is possible to have logical discussions that will benefit everybody involved. My dear, are you a quiet voice? Do you know anyone who is that quiet voice? These are people that we should be thankful for because they are needed in the world. We sadly live in a world where we hear those that would be described as that program, eggheads. So the heads that basically have nothing to offer, but they're the loudest. They're the ones who tend to have too much to say. They say a lot but present nothing of value. But I'm grateful for the quiet voice. Those people that give that balance and make life worth living. So if you meet them, appreciate them, be certain to give them the opportunity to have a say. Am I one of those quiet voices? Depending on the situation, the occasion, then those I'm talking to. Sometimes I am the quiet voice. Sometimes I am the voice in between. But I'm just asking us to acknowledge these people and do listen to them, because very often those folks are the ones who have sound suggestions, contribution that would help us in whatever situations we find ourselves. We should cultivate the habit. I know there are different characters, temperaments in the world, but we can unlearn certain things that are not useful, and we can intentionally learn things that will be useful. The quiet voice. I look forward to being such person more, to do more listening than being hasty to be heard. It is needed. It is needed for us as individuals to take the time, pause, listening. Sometimes just listen. Very often we listen trying to find where we can or what we can respond to. Sometimes we just needed to listen. When we need to respond, when you understand what has been said, share your response reasonably, thoughtfully, with kindness, compassion, and love, basically, because you want to be the recipient of all those things as well. So this is a little I came to share today, because I know we should find a way to get the children, the young people, to learn to be the quiet voice. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying become the one who never speaks and everybody speaks over you, because that happens. Eventually, the quiet voices are those who are prone, susceptible to being bullied. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying let's cultivate that habit of listening more. Go study. Social media is good. ChatGPT is good for those who use those things. But yeah, I use social media. Social. But let's learn to read. Find a book. Spend the time. Invest that time to educate yourself on various subjects, topics, before going out there and let people know that you have no clue of many things, just like those who support that lie called Palestine. Anyways, I'll leave it there for now. Thank you for joining. I appreciate your time. Do what's needful, like, share, leave a comment. I'll appreciate that. Thank you. God bless. See you again soon.